Okay, today we're going to look at the pulmonary systemic circuit. And here we have the heart of a sheep looking anteriorly. And we're going to look here at the right atrium or auricle. And this is the left auricle. This top of the heart would be the base, and the bottom would be the apex. The right side is the side that carries deoxygenated blood and pulses through the system, and the left side would give us oxygenated blood. So let's look inside and look for where the arteries and veins would be. So we're just going to use our probe here, and we're going to go in the aorta right here. And the aorta will come out into the left ventricle. First, it will come through the left atrium, and it will come down into the left ventricle. Okay. Then we also have the pulmonary trunk. And let's just look inside here at the left ventricle. So looking inside, we can see the thick myocardium, and the myocardium is 3 times thicker than in the right ventricle because the left ventricle has to take a lot more pressure while pumping. Then inside we're going to see the papillary muscle down here. Papillary muscle, the chorda tendina, joining to the mitral valve or bicuspid here. If you look deep inside the cavity, you can see the trabeculae. And let's just follow some of these valves. So if we go out through the left atrium, we should come out here. Then if we go to the other side, we can just look inside the right atrium in the top and under the auricle, and the right ventricle. Here you can also see the papillary muscles and the chorda tendinae leading to the tricuspid. Now, I think if you look out here, we have the inferior vena cava, and here we have the superior vena cava, and then we should have the pulmonary trunk. This then, again, is the aorta leading into the left ventricle. And we have some smaller pulmonary veins that exit from the left atrium and lead into the lungs. And the coronary sinus would normally be in this area, running under the sulcus. And the coronary sinus and the inferior vena cava and the superior are all veins that carry deoxygenated blood into the right atrium heart chambers. The coronary sinus provides nutrients to the actual heart muscle itself. Okay, so let's look at where some of these valves go. So again, looking into the left ventricle, we see the papillary muscles, the trabeculae, the bicuspid, and then looking into the, this is the right ventricle. I'm looking into the left ventricle here, you see, and you cannot actually see deep inside would be the semilunar valves, which are not visible here. Now, since this sheet does not contain all the valves and arteries, I would like to take you to a picture. Let's just look here. Now, we can just see here that again, we have the pulmonary trunk and the superior and inferior vena cavas. And this would be the ascending aorta and the aortic arch. And then we would have, branching off to the right, we would have the brachiocephalic artery. In the center, ascending, we would have the common carotid, and the subclavian, left subclavian, would run out to the left. These would be our pulmonary veins and our pulmonary arteries. And that concludes today's anatomy of sheep heart.